In 1981, a group of nurses at Waterman Hospital in Eustis, Florida, wanted a better way to serve end-of-life patients in Lake County. Under Gene Wiseman's direction, the seeds were planted around a kitchen table, and in 1984, Lake Hospice was licensed to provide care. After serving the community for 24 years as Hospice of Lake and Sumter, our name changed to Cornerstone Hospice in 2008. That's the sort of ingenuity and enthusiasm and passion that helped take this kernel of an idea of hospice care, of how we can help people at the end of life differently. And it was the foundation and sort of the seed for what's grown into an amazing program.
People who became involved in hospice and what the vision and the mission for hospice was, were a little ahead of the doctors.
Any patient that comes here and dies with dignity with their family around them, a lot of those people are living out the legacy of my mom.
Jean had such dedication. She was out there fundraising and speaking, and she recruited me, basically. Another nurse and I worked 24/7, the two of us, 7 days a week, one or the other.
The saddest part, I'd say that first year in particular, was that the doctor might call and give you a referral and you wouldn't make it to the house.
Red Linville was more the CEO when I started, and I really give him almost all of the credit for promoting hospice. His business mind, I think, was what we needed as caregivers. We needed another person who could predict how hospice was going to grow. But we did a lot of driving around in those days and a lot of stopping at payphones.
No matter how many patients they have, 19 or 1,300, they've never lost the mission of hospice, which is to provide care to the patient in a dignified way so that that patient can have whatever they need, whenever they need it, wherever they need it.
And it was a mission. It's always a mission. I remember so much about patients. I can picture the room they were in, what they looked like, their family members. We had a young patient way over in Center Hill. She was a young mom with 2 little children, and she had a brain tumor, but she had never had pain.
What's the best thing to do for the patient and family? And whatever that best thing is, that's what we have our people do. But we feel like being a nonprofit hospice provider here in Central Florida gives me as CEO and our board of directors and our management team a lot more wherewithal to do the right thing. When we talk to patients and families, we try to listen not just to their physical symptom needs and what they need for pain management, but what it is, their hopes, their dreams, their aspirations, and how we can take whatever time they have left, however many hours or weeks or months that might be available, and let's make that time as special as it can be so that that person dies knowing that their life is fulfilled.
I get to know people quickly, and we get to be friends. So as they're what I call crossing over, it's like me watching a friend cross over. This is a life that's well lived, so let's celebrate a life well lived. And the hospice is not for the dead, it's for the living.
Biggest misconception about hospice care is that it's morbid and we're either facilitating that process or causing their death, when in reality, we're here to fulfill their last wishes. But a lot of people feel disenfranchised, they feel powerless. So I instill hope by helping them make a short, mid, and long-range plan with what they're going to do with their lives.
The Cornerstone team is filled with an array of people who bring energy and enthusiasm and passion to helping serve people when they're their most vulnerable. That flows from our founders of Cornerstone, a group of compassionate nurses and social workers and doctors who came together and said, there's got to be a better way when patients face the end of life. I think if you went back and asked the staff and volunteers from 35 years ago, that we'd be serving thousands of patients on an annual basis, 1,300 a day across 8,000 square miles. I don't think they would, in their wildest dreams, would have thought that it would grow into that. In today's world, in our culture, we stand on the shoulders of giants. Here at Cornerstone, that's absolutely true.